All right, so I just got done with my morning run and I literally had to film this video. So I went inside, ran inside, grabbed my mic, and now I'm out in my car because I don't want to wake up Jill, my girlfriend, because she's still sleeping and she does not like that when I wake her up. Every single huge change in your life requires a catalyst. You can't just wake up one day and decide to change your life. Like, it doesn't work that way. You need some skin in the game. I was 320 pounds and I struggled with actually voicing my emotions to others because I felt so much self-hatred and regret in my life for how it had turned out. Obviously, like, I was doing good because I was playing college football. I was starting on an offense in a college football team. How many people can say that? But I knew that I could have been more. In high school, I told myself that I was going to be playing at a Power 5 school, which is like one of the big, SEC schools, Alabama, Michigan, those sort of things. I told myself that, I, but when push came to shove and it actually came time for me to put in the work to do that, I didn't do it. It's not like I couldn't have done it. Genetics aren't an issue. There are people 6'2" that play in the NFL. I'm 6'4" and I got a big ass frame. But I felt so much regret and self-pity because I knew that I was destined for more. I saw other people of my age in the NFL making millions of dollars. And it's not even like my situation was bad. I was starting on a Division II football team that was nationally ranked, that had the best offense the previous year in the nation. But I wanted more. I realized that the longer I let my life be one full of regret, then the longer I would wait until my life actually started. Because you have two lives, right? And the second one begins when you stop living the first one with regret. When you start taking action on literally every thought that comes into your brain that you want to do, your second life begins. But the thing is, with every huge change, like me losing 110 pounds, there has to be a catalyst. So I couldn't, even if I didn't want to lose 110 pounds and I wanted to just get in better football shape and actually take control of my nutrition and lock the fuck in, I would have had to have a catalyst. I had to have had a catalyst because I couldn't have just woke up one day and decided today's the day that I'm going to track all my macros. I'm going to actually lock in on my nutrition. And today I'm going to actually work towards being an All-American like I said I wanted to be. It doesn't work like that. There's a reason that you're in this hypnotic rhythm of doing what you are right now. There's a reason right now that maybe you're going out every single weekend and drinking with friends and you're drinking way too much. Maybe you want to go out on the weekends with friends and just have one or two, but you literally cannot control yourself enough to do that. That was exactly me with food. I would go into the pantry and just try to get one sweet treat or one piece of junk food or just a handful of chips. And then 30 minutes later, I would have to go to Walmart because I'd be out of food for the week. Like your vices, they control you or you control them. You do not have to cut out your vices to control them. That's the thing. At the start, I tried to cut out all of the sweets and the junk food and all the, unhealthy foods in my diet, but obviously that didn't work because that doesn't work for people like me who want to actually enjoy life, who aren't unemployed and have literally all day to cook these extravagant healthy meals. That doesn't work. But I still wanted to change my life so fucking bad, but I needed a catalyst. So I quit college football. I quit my dream of 10 years because I knew I needed to change my life. Could I have changed my life without doing that? Yeah, of course. But humans, we don't work that way. We can't just wake up, decide to stop smoking weed, stop drinking, stop jerking off. Like, it doesn't work that way. You need a catalyst. You have to have one. And obviously for me, that was quitting college football because after that, I had some skin in the game to where if I fucked up and I truly gave up on myself after I quit college football, I would have literally like had nothing. Like, obviously, I have my family and my girlfriend, which is fantastic because you truly never have nothing in your life if you have people to support you. But other than that, I would have had nothing. I would have quit my dream of playing college football. I would have still been fat. I would have still been unhappy. I would have still been drowning everything negative in my life with food. I still would have been doing that. That's why you need the catalyst to change. Because if you don't have any skin in the game, if you don't have any reason that you can't go back to the life you're living right now, then all you're going to do at the first sign of true setbacks or true roadblocks is you're just going to turn around and go right back to the comfortable life you're living right now. Because I promise you, right now, you're thinking, no, I won't do that. You will. Because it doesn't matter what you think right now, it matters what you think in the moment. And if that option is there for you in the moment to go back, you will take it. You will justify it by any means necessary. I promise you. I promise you. You will use every single excuse in the book. You'll become the greatest salesman of all time just to go back to the shitty life that you're living right now. If I didn't quit college football, I never would have been able to lose 110 pounds because I would have been able to go back. I would have been able to say, oh, it's too hard today. I don't feel like doing it. I'll just take today off and I'll start tomorrow, or I'll do it tomorrow. And what do you think happens when tomorrow would have came for me? I would have given up. That's why you need to have skin in the game. You need to have a catalyst in your life that's going to keep you from going back. No matter how shitty, how uncomfortable, and how much hate you have for your life right now, you'll go back if you can go back. I promise you, because there's a point when you're losing weight, when you're trying to get in the best shape of your life, and when you're trying to actually take control of your vices and not be a slave to food, to beer, to whatever. There's a point there where it's so much worse than it is for you right now. I promise you. But as soon as you get over that roadblock, it gets better. And for some people, that's literally one decision of, I'm just not going to drink tonight. And but some people, it's a month of pain, of torturous, just feeling like all you can think about is food, or all you can think about is how much you're missing out on life because you're not doing this, and you're missing all this external validation, and it makes you feel like shit. And then you go back to the life you are right now, and then a year later, you look back and say, God damn, all I had to do was get through that week. All I had to do was get through that day. That's it. And if that option is there for you to go back to the life you're living right now, you will take it. You have to have the catalyst. Very, very, very rare is it in life that people can make true life changing, like life altering decisions and stick with them if there's nothing to stop them from going back. It's like Isaac Newton said, an object in motion wants to stay in motion, but an object at rest wants to stay at rest. But if you never kick the ball off with a catalyst, it's never going to move anywhere. And that's you. You're never going to do anything impactful that truly like matters to you, that you wake up and you dream about it. You wake up and you realize you literally had dreams all night about being able to go out and drink with friends and only have 2 beers, about being able to take your shirt off at the pool and not have everybody feel like they're staring at you, about about for me, fuck, dude. When I was in high school, I would walk through the hallways and I'd constantly be adjusting my shirt because my nipples and my fucking man boobs would be poking through my shirt. That's like a nightmare of mine to go back to that. But at the time, it was a dream of mine to be where I'm at right now. Not only from a physical standpoint, like it's cool. It's so cool to have big delts. It's so cool to have chest striations. But who cares? Who cares? The thing is, when you lose weight and you take control of all of your vices, you'll realize that life is meant to actually be enjoyed. Life is so not enjoyable when all you do is have endless pleasure and all you are is a slave to your vices. When all I did was just eat after football practice and eat and eat and eat all these delicious fucking foods. Like, look, if you don't like Little Caesars, you're wrong. But I would just eat all these Little Caesars pizzas because they were so damn good. And I dip it in the cheese sauce. But the thing is, like, it tasted good, but it didn't fuel me. Not physically, but mentally. Because when you get to my point where I'm at now, If I were to go to Little Caesars, dude, that would be like insane for me to do. Because why would I ever do that to myself? It doesn't feel me physically. And if I didn't earn that junk food, that sweet treat, that pizza, that whatever, then I'm gonna feel like shit eating it. But as long as I can earn that, at the end of the day, I can pretty much eat whatever I want. And it all comes back to that catalyst of me quitting college football. It was genuinely the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. People in my life that I valued the opinions of immensely told me that it wasn't the best idea for me, that I would live to regret it. But what people don't understand is when you're in a situation like I was, or maybe even like you are now, where all you're doing is living with regret, it's tough to see that from the outside in. People might see your life and see you have a nice job, you have a nice family, maybe you have a nice car, or maybe you don't even have any of that. And they might think, well, he doesn't have any reason to be unhappy. Like, why would he make this change? Why would he choose to invest so much time, energy, and money into himself to be better? Why would he do that? But from your standpoint, it's the only decision to make. Because looking from the outside in, nothing makes sense until it works. I promise you. When you look at other people's life and you judge them for doing things that you don't understand, that makes sense to you. But when the, when they succeed doing that thing, it's like, oh, okay, well, of course it worked. You understand what I'm saying? People are going to look from the outside in and see you trying to genuinely change your life with this huge catalyst, whatever it may be. And they're going to say, you don't need to do that. Why would you ever do that? You're going to regret doing that. Why would you burn that bridge? It's funny. It's just human nature. Like you can't do anything about that. And people are always going to have something to say, whether that's not necessarily even negative like that, but it could even be positive. They could say, "Oh, good for you. Good for you." And you know the tone they're using. They don't believe in you. You'll know who believes in you when you make the change you need to make. I promise you. But a lot of people who truly believe in you, when they see you make that change, it's not that they don't believe in you, they just want what's best for you. And what's best for you is sometimes what's best for them. The thing is, with this, you have to be selfish in life. The catalyst that I'm talking about, whatever it may be, I'm being intentionally vague with that. So you can find the catalyst in your own life, whether it comes from within, of you dropping something that you know you should drop and it scares you, or you going out and finding something, whatever. Those people in your life, like, they might believe in you, but at the end of the day, they want what's best for them too. And if you can't make this a selfish decision, then it's not going to work out. It has to be very selfish. It has to come from within. The only way you can lose 110 pounds or whatever, like I did, is by doing it yourself. Nobody else can do this for you. You have to be the one to go out and get the catalyst to change your life. You have to go out there and put some fucking skin in the game. You cannot wake up and decide to change your life. You have to go out and find a actual reason, a reason to not go back to where you are now. Because every single person who succeeds in such a life-changing journey could not go back. They could not. You genuinely need something you need to burn the bridges. It's the only way. The only way you will ever succeed, not just with losing weight, because everybody can lose weight. Not just with, maybe feeling a little more confident, because everybody can feel a little more confident. But I'm talking about truly changing your life. I'm talking about waking up, being ready for the day, and not feeling like a piece of shit. I'm talking I'm talking about being able to take your shirt off in front of your girlfriend or your wife and not feel uncomfortable for no reason. We both know she's not judging you, but you are, and that's what matters. I'm talking about when you sit at work and, or even when I used to sit at work, my belly fat would press into my belt buckle so fucking hard that I would literally have to go up and go to the bathroom because it was just so uncomfortable. That metal belt buckle was just absolutely stabbing into my belly of pure fat. Now, sure, maybe it's a little uncomfortable, but that's because I have loose skin and it doesn't hurt nearly as bad, not physically and not mentally. Because losing weight and doing all this to change your life is so much more than just physically. Everybody wants to look good in the mirror, but there are very few people who can truly change their life enough to walk into any room with confidence, to go into the gym and genuinely feel like they're the fucking man, that they're the biggest guy in there, that no matter what happens, they're going to be the hardest worker in the gym. Those are the people that succeed. That no matter what happens, no matter what they eat, good, bad, anything in between, they're going to log it in their meal tracker because that's the accountability. It's not that you can never eat bad. I eat ice cream literally every single night, but that's because I earn it and because I log it. When you can do that, those you'll find that you're developing yourself into the person who can do anything. I promise you. Tracking your macros, going to the gym, and earning your favorite foods and doing a 4-step morning routine, like, will literally change you into the person who can do anything they set their mind to. It's such simple tasks. All you have to do is do 30 minutes of movement as soon as you wake up as part of your 4-step morning routine. And boom, you're aligned for the day. You're ready to go. Boom, that gives you a reason to get out of bed. As when you get up in the morning and you get out of bed within 5 minutes of your alarm waking up, you're setting yourself up for this day for success. You're telling yourself that my progress for today matters more than my comfort. I want to actually start my day and be better than I was yesterday, more than I want to lay in these comfy ass covers. And when you do your 30 minutes of daily movement in the morning, whether that's walking, biking, running, swimming, doesn't even matter. As long as you switch it up so it doesn't get old, when you do that, you hit your protein goal and you're under your calories for the day, then you can literally eat whatever you want. You can have one thing, whatever it is. You can. As long as you hit your protein goal, you're under your calories, and you do your 30 minutes of daily movement in the morning, it doesn't matter what you eat, you will lose weight. But you can't just wake up and decide to do that one day. You can't. Prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong and tell me, come back in a month to this video and say, Luke, fuck you. I woke up every single morning, got out of my bed within 5 minutes, did my 4-step morning routine, and as part of that, I did my 30 minutes of daily movement. I hit my protein goal. Then I hit my calories. I was under my calories. And I've been eating ice cream every night, and I'm still been losing weight. You can do that without a catalyst. Come back to these comments and tell me. That's my challenge for you. Do it. Try it. But if not, you need to find a catalyst because you have everything within you to do everything that I talked about. It's so simple. That's all you have to do to lose weight. You have everything within you to do that. But you don't have something that stops you from going back to the life you are now. Because there's a certain point in there, like I said earlier, where it gets tough, where you want to quit, where everything seems like it's working against you and like it seems like nothing is absolutely worth it. Maybe you're not seeing any results for 2 weeks and it feels like you're doing all this for nothing. You're going to go back to your life if you can. I promise you, if you can go back to your life now, you can. Whether and what's the catalyst? Maybe it's you stop drinking until you're at a certain body weight. Maybe it's you don't eat out until you're at a certain body weight. Maybe you find something to quit in your life like I did with college football. Maybe you put money away. Maybe you put a couple $1,000 in the bank and say, I will not touch this ever again unless I get to this certain body weight, get to this look, and I feel like I can fucking run through the wall and I can do anything in my life. And you put that money away, and if you never do it, you never touch it again. You give it to somebody else. Maybe that's what it takes for you. Maybe for some of you, this is an extreme one. Maybe for some of you, you have to remove somebody out of your life that's being a vice to you. And it's not that you can't do it with them in your life, but there has to be something to change. There has to be something that breaks. And whatever it is for you, it has to be meaningful and it has to scare the absolute shit out of you. If you're thinking of something right now, you're like, maybe that would be a good one, be a good catalyst for me. If it doesn't scare you, you're going to go back. Because if it doesn't change your life, that catalyst, if it doesn't actually scare you, you're going to go back to your life now. You're going to stay out of shape, stay fat, unconfident, hate your life, and wonder why everybody else in your life seems to be doing better than you. And wonder why you still can't stay consistent enough in the gym to actually see results. Wonder why you can't do the simple action of tracking your macros. And wonder why people like me, with the systems that I have, can eat whatever they want and still lose weight. Because I had that catalyst that pushed me over the edge and allowed me to go all in on my goal. And when I did that, I created all of these systems for myself. I systematized everything. I'm a data guy. I systematized everything to make it genuinely effortless to lose weight and build the confidence. Everything is laid out in a plan, a program, or a method. Everything I do. Nothing's left up to chance. And that's exactly why I succeed. It's exactly why I lost 110 pounds. It's exactly why I can walk into the room wherever I go. And sure, maybe people look at me because I'm 6'4", I'm tall, I got big muscles, and I got a beard. It's probably why they look at me. But I don't care now. Let them look. In the past, I would have been nervous as hell when people look at me. What are they thinking? Do they think I'm fat? Are they judging me? Now it's let them look. All because of the catalyst.